As we stand on the brink of 2026, the world isn't ending with a bang, it is changing with a transaction. If you have looked at the price of a new smartphone, a laptop, or even a modern car in the last few weeks, you have noticed something unsettling. The numbers are climbing. Most people dismiss this as simple inflation. They blame corporate greed or supply chain hiccups, but the reality is far more dangerous. What you are paying at the checkout counter is actually a war tax. Right now, Washington and Beijing are locked in a silent conflict that historians will one day call the Silicon War. It is a battle fought not with missiles, but with nanometers. The prize is the physical ability to think. As we head into the new year, the global economy is fracturing. The silicon shield that protected world trade for 30 years is shattering. And the terrifying part? We are running out of the one thing that keeps the modern world running. In this video, we are going to expose why your technology is getting more expensive, why the US is effectively blocking China's future, and why the next global crisis won't be about oil, it will be about sand. Chapter 1. The New Gods. To understand why the world is breaking, we have to look at the new ruler of the global economy, Nvidia. By December 2025, Nvidia has ceased to be just a company. It became an instrument of statecraft. With a market cap hovering around $4.5 trillion, they are now larger than the entire GDP of France. Think about that for a second. One single corporation is worth more than a nation of 67 million people. Jensen Huang, the man in the leather jacket, now controls over 90% of the AI chip market. Their H100 and the new Blackwell chips are the nuclear weapons of the 21st century. Every government wants these chips. Saudi Arabia is building a stockpile, the United Kingdom is negotiating for shipments, and the US military is buying them faster than they can be printed. Why? Because the equation for power has changed. In the 20th century, power came from oil and aircraft carriers. In 2026, power comes from compute. Whoever has the most chips builds the smartest AI, and whoever has the smartest AI dominates the economic future. But there is a massive bottleneck. These chips are incredibly difficult to manufacture. The entire supply chain depends on a fragile network that is currently being stretched to its absolute limit. And because governments are hoarding the supply, there is nothing left for the rest of us. Chapter 2. The Invisible Tax. Let's bring this down from the stratosphere and look at your wallet. Why is your phone suddenly so expensive? Reports from late 2025 confirm that smartphone production costs have jumped nearly 30% for budget devices. The culprit is a component you rarely think about: DRAM, the memory chips inside your device. You see, artificial intelligence is hungry, it is voracious. The massive AI models like GPT-5, Gemini, and the new DeepSeek systems require massive amounts of high bandwidth memory to function. Right now, the giants of the industry, Google, Microsoft, and OpenAI, are buying every single memory chip that Samsung and SK Hynix can produce. They are paying premium prices to secure their supply for their massive data centers. This has created a phenomenon known in economics as crowding out. Smartphone manufacturers, the companies making your iPhone or your Samsung Galaxy, can no longer compete. They're at the back of the line. To get the chips they need to build your phone, they have to bid against trillion-dollar companies. They have to pay double, and naturally, they pass that cost directly to you. You are effectively competing with a superintelligence for the same piece of silicon, and you're losing. This is the AI tax. It is invisible, it is everywhere, and in 2026, it's only going to get worse. Chapter 3. The Red Dragon. But while the West fights over prices, the East is preparing for a siege. For years, the American strategy has been simple: starve China of chips. The Biden administration, followed by tightened restrictions in late 2025, banned the sale of advanced processors to Beijing. The goal was to freeze China's technological development in place. They thought this would kill China's AI ambitions. They were wrong. In January 2025, the Chinese lab known as DeepSeek shocked the Silicon Valley elite. They released an AI model that rivaled the best American systems, but it was trained on a fraction of the budget. This revealed a terrifying truth to Washington. China is no longer waiting for permission. They are innovating around the blockade. China is currently running a Manhattan Project for semiconductors. Since they can't buy American chips, they are building their own. Companies like Huawei are brute forcing their way through the technology barrier, building what they call sovereign AI. This has changed the geopolitical calculus entirely. The US is now realizing that export bans didn't stop China, they just made China self-sufficient. And this leads us to the most dangerous scenario of all: Taiwan. If China feels they no longer can access the chips they need peacefully, and if their domestic efforts hit a wall, the temptation to seize the world's foundry, TSMC, by force grows stronger every day. We are moving from a trade war to a policy of containment. Chapter 4: The Physical Limit. There is one final factor that almost nobody in the mainstream news is talking about. It isn't about politics, and it isn't about money. It's about physics. We are hitting the energy wall. AI chips run hot, incredibly hot. By 2035, AI data centers are projected to consume 123 gigawatts of power. That's more than the energy consumption of entire industrialized nations. The electrical grid, as it stands today, cannot handle it. This is why we are seeing unprecedented moves in the energy sector. Microsoft recently made a deal to restart the 3 Mile Island nuclear plant. Amazon is investing in small modular reactors. Big tech is literally going nuclear because there is no other choice. We are entering an era where computing power is limited not by how many chips we can print, but by how much electricity we can generate to turn them on. This scarcity will drive prices up even further. We're looking at a future where high-end computing becomes a luxury resource, available only to the richest corporations and the most powerful militaries. The dream of the democratization of AI, where everyone has equal access to superintelligence, is dying. The era of the hoarding of intelligence has begun. Conclusion: the year of the wall. So, what does 2026 look like? It looks like a walled garden. We're witnessing the bifurcation of the internet. On one side, the American-led AI ecosystem, powered by Nvidia and guarded by strict export controls. On the other side, the Chinese sovereign AI ecosystem, built on domestic silicon and state-controlled data. Between them lies a trade war that is rapidly becoming the defining conflict of our lives. For you, the consumer, the impact is real. Your phone will get more expensive, your privacy will become more fragile, and the chips that power your life will become the most contested resource on the planet. The silicon curtain has fallen, and we are all trapped behind it. Thank you for watching. If you want to understand the deep economics behind this war, make sure to subscribe because the story of 2026 is only just beginning.